Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Mina Recommends. Today I bring you White Crone, the Poisoner, and you can see the stupid reflection of the ring light because, the surface. But who cares? As you may know, I love discovering new music. Please leave down below your suggestions. So from time to time on my social media, I leave the links down below on the description box. I ask for recommendations. And one of those occasions, someone mentioned White Crone. Thank you, whoever it was, because I don't remember, but I was amazed from the first listen on Bandcamp, and I had to buy the album because I actually listened to this album so much on Bandcamp that the platform was like, you may consider buying the album. Please buy the album. You cannot listen to this album for free anymore. That happened to me. That has never happened to me before on Bandcamp with any other band, album, whatever, but it happened. So I bought the physical album. Actually, this is a digipack, and if you know me, you know how much I hate digipacks. So imagine how much I love this album to have it on this format. We are talking here about a very peculiar project. Lisa Mann is the mastermind behind White Crone. She is an old school metalhead on her private life, but her musical career is more oriented to jazz and another type of music, blues, I think. To be honest, I haven't heard much of her other material, but she loves metal. She was a metalhead on the 80s or back in the day, and she of course is a big fan of traditional bands such as Black Sabbath, King Diamond, Iron Maiden, Manowar, whatever, and she decided to do this album, and I'm so grateful that she decided that. Her voice is amazing, and yes, here you can hear her influence of other styles, but it matches perfectly. This album doesn't have a bad song. It's a perfect album, I tell you. This is so smart, so well done. If I had to pick just one, it will be very hard. I think my favorites are To the Abyss and Under Hackstones, but the more I listen to this album, it keeps changing because every song is so amazing, and I need to insist on the smart songwriting, not only on the music but the lyrics. This is so amazing. I'm so excited because I appreciate a good brain, and her brain is very juicy. Yes. I don't really like to mention bands to compare with other bands because I think every band has their own personality, even if they have inspirations. But in this case, it's impossible not to think about Black Sabbath and Dio. Dio especially because the dark atmosphere and the ferocious vocals, very mysterious, and again, so wise. Then the intelligence here is very important. Obviously, she doesn't hide the influences at all. This album counts with Vinny Appice featured on one song on drums, which is amazing. And outside this album, she did an outstanding cover of Stargazer. When I bought the physical album on Bandcamp, she also sent an email with the Stargazer cover as a bonus, and it's an amazing cover. I'm a huge Rainbow fan. This is my favorite band, and one nice detail is that all the money that she got from that cover was destined to the Dio Cancer Foundation. About the physical edition, I don't have much to say. Digipack, I can deal with that for this album. The artwork is very simple, not a big fan, but it works. The inlay, very simple as well. It has a snake here. I will leave it around here. I was hired many years ago to make a similar drawing to this for a Swedish book, and I don't know if that was published, but yeah. The CD is signed, which was a surprise. More occult, I don't know if you can see it, more occult drawings there. Fuck, I hate digipacks. I'm sorry, but I hate them. The back in this album and the booklet is very simple with the snake here. Fuck the lights. The lights are annoying. Well, anyway, the snake, the lyrics over a black background, which doesn't say much, and her. There she is, amazing as a dark magic sorcerer. That's the spirit, that's the vibe that I get. If I mention that she looks like a sorcerer, it's because the feeling that I get when listening to this album is like hearing a very smart and elegant sorcerer storytelling here. And I can't stress enough how smart this is. You gotta appreciate that. Lisa sings most of the songs of the album, except for one cover, which was a fucking huge surprise, because it's a Venom cover. Yeah, Venom. I'm not the biggest fan of Venom's music. I love their aesthetic, what they represent, their charisma, you know, that essence. That part is very cool, but the music never ring a bell with me. But this cover changes everything for me. I love singing along this cover. I rediscovered Venom with this cover, which sounds like a bad pun, because, yeah, well. About the songs, The Poisoner is the faster song of the album, served as a single. To the Abyss, yeah, it may be my favorite, as I mentioned, because this is pure dark magic here, with incredible melodies, and the guitar solo, has one of my favorite moments of the album. You can tell here that this is made by metalheads who love their shit, because there is a short but shiny tribute to Accept Princess of the Dawn on the solo. And that fills my heart very much. Under Hack Stones, I previously mentioned this one as well. This one feels very close to Headless Cross by Black Sabbath. It has that solemn, mysterious atmosphere as a song, and the lyrics as well talk a little bit about those sacred places where dead people rest, driving us to centuries long forgotten in the past, but also in the present, and it's magic. Very, very magical. I feel like I'm repeating myself and talking on a loop, but yeah, smart and magic. Here, it's gonna be a motif. On the other hand, there is a high contrast with some songs. The happy songs. And I quote happy songs because the atmosphere is a bit different in the first listening. But then you notice a malevolent root there. Or that is my impression, okay? Like, for example, New Planet Earth. It feels very happy when you first listen to this, but then you feel like there is a cult welcoming you to join their happy and lovely family, to leave your problems behind on a past life, but also they are inviting you to offer their firstborn child to the powers of evil. You know, that type of contrast. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil more about the songs. The physical edition also came with a bass pick that I have around. Maybe I will show my peak collection one day, who knows. Do yourself a favor, go and listen to this album now and purchase it. You're not going to regret it, and I'm sure you will see more White Crone or Lisa Man content around here.